What? If I told you there's a place where mountains are older than dinosaurs, where mysterious lakes inspire legends, and where ancient languages still survive today? A land of castles, islands, dramatic coastlines, and breathtaking landscapes that look almost unreal. This is Scotland. Today, we're exploring some of the most incredible places in this remarkable country. From volcanic hills and ancient clans to remote islands and legendary lochs, this journey will reveal why Scotland captures the imagination of millions of visitors every year. Before we begin, subscribe for more incredible travel documentaries and hidden wonders from around the world. Now, let's discover Scotland. Scotland occupies the northern part of Great Britain and is one of the 4 nations of the United Kingdom. Despite its relatively small size, it contains some of the most diverse landscapes in Europe. The country is divided into 3 major natural regions. To the north are the Highlands, a vast wilderness of mountains, valleys, and ancient rock formations. Some of these rocks are nearly 3 billion years old, making them among the oldest found anywhere on Earth. In the center lies the Central Belt, home to Scotland's largest cities and most of its population. Rich coal and iron deposits helped transform this region during the Industrial Revolution, shaping modern Scotland. To the south are the southern uplands, a landscape of rolling green hills, quiet valleys, and scenic countryside stretching toward the English border. Scotland's coastline is equally impressive. The eastern coast faces the North Sea and features long, sandy beaches and gentler landscapes. The western coast is far more rugged. Ancient glaciers carved deep sea locks and dramatic inlets into the land, creating cliffs, rocky shores, and spectacular coastal scenery. The climate also changes dramatically across the country. The west receives heavy Atlantic rainfall, creating lush green landscapes and mist-covered mountains. The east is generally drier and sunnier, offering a completely different side of Scotland. Today, Scotland is home to around 5.5 million people. Most live within the Central Belt between Edinburgh and Glasgow, while the Highlands remain one of the least densely populated regions in Europe. This creates vast areas of open wilderness where nature dominates the landscape and silence is broken only by wind, rivers, and wildlife. Beyond the mainland lies another extraordinary feature of Scotland. More than 790 islands are scattered across its surrounding seas. Only around 90 are permanently inhabited, yet each has its own identity, traditions, and history. Skye, Mull, Arran, Orkney, and the Outer Hebrides are among the most famous. Many island communities continue to preserve Scottish Gaelic, an ancient Celtic language that remains an important part of Scotland's cultural heritage. Scotland is also famous for its water. The country contains about 90% of the United Kingdom's freshwater resources and more than 30,000 lochs. These lakes reflect mountains, forests, and constantly changing skies, creating some of the nation's most iconic scenery. Loch Lomond is the largest loch by surface area. Loch Ness is the most famous, known around the world for the legend of Nessie, the mysterious creature said to inhabit its dark waters. Whether the monster exists or not, Loch Ness remains one of Scotland's most beautiful natural landmarks. Scotland's cultural identity is deeply connected to its clans. Many historic clans still exist today, each with traditions passed down through generations. Their tartans remain symbols of family history and heritage. The traditional kilt, now recognized worldwide, began as practical clothing for Highland life. It provided warmth, freedom of movement, and protection from the harsh Scottish weather. Another symbol of Scotland is whiskey. Known globally as Scotch whiskey, it is one of the country's most celebrated traditions. Different regions produce distinct styles, from smoky island whiskies to lighter and more delicate lowland varieties. More than a drink, whiskey represents centuries of craftsmanship and cultural pride. Scotland is far more than a destination. It is a land shaped by ancient geology. powerful history, living traditions, and unforgettable landscapes. And there is no better place to begin exploring this remarkable country than its historic capital. Legends and centuries of history. Cairngorms National Park. Imagine a wilderness so vast that you can walk for hours without seeing another person. Welcome to Cairngorms National Park, the largest national park in the United Kingdom and one of Scotland's last great wilderness areas. This is a land of towering mountains, ancient forests, crystal clear rivers, and wildlife that has disappeared from many other parts of Britain. 4 of Scotland's 5 highest mountains rise within the park, their rugged peaks shaped by glaciers thousands of years ago. Hidden among these landscapes are remnants of the ancient Caledonian forest, one of the oldest native woodlands in Europe. Here, red deer roam freely across the hills, golden eagles soar overhead, and reindeer graze across the Highlands, creating scenes that feel almost prehistoric. The Cairngorms offer something increasingly rare in the modern world: silence, space, and a true connection with nature. But Scotland's next wonder combines breathtaking scenery with one of the world's most famous railway journeys. The Glenfinnan through the Viaduct is one of Scotland's most recognizable landmarks. Completed in 1901, this remarkable railway bridge stretches across a spectacular valley surrounded by mountains and loch. Its 21 stone arches create a scene that has become famous around the world. Many visitors recognize it instantly from the Harry Potter films, where it appeared as part of the route taken by the Hogwarts Express. Today, the Jacobite steam train still crosses the viaduct, attracting travelers and photographers from every corner of the globe. As the train glides above the valley, the surrounding highlands create a view that captures the romance and beauty of Scotland. Yet even more remote adventures await. Far beyond the mainland, where the Atlantic Ocean dominates every horizon, lies a chain of islands unlike anywhere else in Europe. Outer Hebrides. At the western edge of Scotland lie the Outer Hebrides, a remote island chain where ancient traditions remain part of everyday life. Life moves at a slower pace here. Powerful winds sweep across open moorlands, waves crash against rugged coasts, and Scottish Gaelic continues to be spoken throughout many communities. One of the island's greatest surprises is Luscantyre Beach on Harris. With brilliant white sand and crystal clear turquoise water, it looks more like a tropical paradise than a Scottish coastline. Only the cool Atlantic breeze reminds visitors where they truly are. The islands are also home to the mysterious Callanish stones, a prehistoric stone circle that predates many famous monuments elsewhere in Europe. Standing among these ancient stones, surrounded by endless skies and open landscapes, feels like stepping back thousands of years into Scotland's distant past. The Outer Hebrides reveal a side of Scotland that remains wild, authentic, and deeply connected to its heritage. But our journey isn't over yet. Next, we'll visit one of Scotland's most beloved lakes, explore the capital of the Highlands, and discover castles perched dramatically above the sea. Welcome to the final chapter of our Scottish adventure. Inverness, our final chapter begins in the heart of the Scottish Highlands. Welcome to Inverness, often called the capital of the Highlands. This charming city sits along the banks of the River Ness, where historic landmarks blend seamlessly with modern Scottish life. At its center stands Inverness Castle, overlooking the city from a hilltop that has witnessed centuries of Highland history. Today, Inverness serves as the perfect gateway to northern Scotland. From here, travelers set out to explore Loch Ness, remote Highland villages, ancient battlefields, and some of the country's most spectacular scenery. But Scotland's beauty doesn't end on the mainland. Just across the sea lies an island where wildlife, history, and breathtaking landscapes come together: Isle of Mull. The Isle of Mull is one of Scotland's most beautiful islands. Its rugged coastline, rolling hills, and hidden bays create a landscape that feels wonderfully untouched. Along the shores, seals rest on rocky outcrops, while sea eagles soar high above the mountains, searching for prey. The island's colorful harbor town of Tobermory provides one of Scotland's most recognizable coastal views, with brightly painted buildings reflecting in the calm waters below. Just offshore lies Iona, a small island that played a major role in the spread of Christianity throughout Scotland. For centuries, pilgrims traveled here, and many Scottish kings were laid to rest on its sacred ground. Together, Mull and Iona offer a perfect blend of natural beauty and rich history. But our next destination takes us somewhere even more dramatic. A fortress perched high above crashing waves on Scotland's rugged northeast coast, Dunnottar Castle. Few castles in the world enjoy a setting as spectacular as Dunnottar Castle. Perched atop towering sea cliffs overlooking the North Sea, this ancient fortress appears almost impossible to reach. For centuries, it played a vital role in Scotland's history, witnessing battles, royal visits, and political intrigue. Perhaps its most famous chapter came during the 17th century, when Scotland's crown jewels were hidden within its walls to protect them from invading forces. Today, the castle stands in ruins, but its dramatic location remains unforgettable. Waves crash against the cliffs below, while seabirds circle overhead, creating one of Scotland's most breathtaking coastal landscapes. And now, we arrive at our final destination, a place that captures everything people love about Scotland in a single landscape. Trossachs National Park, known as Scotland in miniature. The Trossachs combine mountains, forests, rivers, and lochs into one unforgettable region. This beautiful landscape forms part of Loch Lomond and the Trossachs National Park, where winding roads reveal stunning views around every corner. Ancient woodlands line peaceful shores. Hiking trails lead through scenic valleys, and crystal clear waters reflect the surrounding hills. Among its highlights is Loch Katrine, one of Scotland's most picturesque lakes, and a place that has inspired poets, artists, and travelers for generations. The Trossachs perfectly capture the peaceful side of Scotland, offering visitors a chance to slow down and appreciate the natural beauty that defines this remarkable country. Conclusion: from the historic streets of Edinburgh to the wild landscapes of Skye. From the mysterious waters of Loch Ness to the remote beaches of the outer Hebrides. From ancient castles and Highland battlefields to soaring mountains and peaceful lochs. Scotland is a land of extraordinary beauty, rich history, and unforgettable experiences. Every region tells a different story. Every road leads to a new discovery, and every visitor leaves with memories that last a lifetime. If you enjoyed this journey across Scotland, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join us for more incredible adventures around the world. And until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and keep chasing the wonders of our world.